Well, it is game time here at Tri-West High School. Some Tuesday night action here. Hoosier Legends Conference battle between the Tri-West Bruins and the Monrovia Bulldogs. Here we are. Bruins coming in 11-8. Monrovia coming in 11-6. Good matchup here on the Hoosier Legends Conference. I'm joined here tonight by Mr. Spears. What are we looking at here for both sides?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Monrovia comes in led by former Danville head coach Brian Barber. He's legendary in Hendricks County area. We know what he's capable of doing as a coach, and so this ought to be a really, really good matchup for the Bulldogs. We talked about it in the pregame. They're not a super deep team. He's probably going to play 6 or 7 guys throughout the night. They're led by a trio of seniors, Hudson McLeod, Hayden Najera, and Clay Tharp. All three of those guys average about 12 points a game. On our side, we talked to Coach Strine a little bit pregame. We know what he's looking for from the Bruins. A little bit of a letdown there Saturday against Martinsville. But, you know, hopefully the boys will come out and answer the bell tonight.
Yeah. We have an interview with Coach Strine we recorded during the pregame segment. We'll play that real quick and be right back.
All right, Justin Spears of Tri-West Sports Network here with Coach Strine. Coach, another weekend, a little bit closer to sectionals. Last week, split on a Thursday, Saturday. What was the message to the team coming out of the weekend?
Yeah, we got to get tougher. I think that, you know, the scouting report's kind of out on us, that we're not a really tough team right now. We're not tough with the ball. We're not tough on defense. You know, if you let things go and we can kind of move and kind of do our thing without any really resistance, we're pretty good. But once you start to ball pressure a little bit, get physical with us on the perimeter, we'll fall apart. And it happened this weekend against Martinsville. You know, you know, it's not necessarily you're not necessarily being strong with the ball and stuff like that. It's more so being strong with your cuts, boxing out, not letting free runners, you know, through the paint, stuff like that. Stuff that we got to get better at. So, you know, I challenge the guys this week to be tougher. You know, not just with the ball, but in really everything they do. So hopefully they respond to that.
Okay, yeah. Monrovia comes in here tonight, Hoosier Legends Conference opponent. We know longtime Danville coach Brian Barber now at the helm there at Monrovia. What have you seen on tape with this Monrovia team?
I mean, they play hard. You know, he always has a team that play hard. They're not very deep, which is kind of his thing. He doesn't play a lot of guys. But he'll throw the zones at you, 2-3, 1-3-1. We'll expect everything tonight.
Yep.
You know, but one thing is they're going to play hard, and he's going to demand a lot out of them. So, you know, hopefully we come out and we execute well. We come out of here with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, as we get a little bit closer to sectionals, what's that one thing you're really wanting those guys to kind of focus in on that you'd like to see out there on the court tonight?
Toughness. I mean, I think that's going to be, you know, how we win. I think that, you know, even you look back at the Guerin game, you're up 16 in the second half, and they, you know, start picking the ball pressure up, the pressure on the perimeter, and we kind of wilt. You know, so I think that we have to get tougher. And I think that, you know, I told our guys, though, you know, you're up 16 in the second half against Guerin, you know, and that's a sectional opponent. And they beat Buff, you know, and so we're going to see them next in a couple weeks. You know, you're not going to know kind of where you stand, but, you know, it's not like they beat us by 25, you know, at home. You know, we were up and lost in overtime. So if we can get a little bit tougher and, you know, continue to share the basketball. You know, these last 2 games we didn't have that 20 assists that I want, you know, and so I told the guys tonight that I want 20-plus assists like we were 2 weeks ago, because when we do that, we have 5 guys in double figures and we're hard to beat, you know, and so we got to be able to get to that level. So.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to calling the game tonight. Best of luck, and we'll.
Okay, we welcome you back here to Tri-West High School. Just about 4 minutes until we get this game going. Matchups I think are key here are just for the Bruins to sort of keep that pace that they've had all season, really. They've scored a lot of points recently. I believe 89. I think that was Weibo, I believe. Killed Danville. We'll see what they can do here. If you watched our pregame show, you of course saw that we said Coach Strine has never lost to Brian Barber, which, of course, is key because Danville, Barber's team always did beat the Bruins.
Right.
So we'll sort of see how that can work tonight and see if he can sort of go 3-0 against them, basically.
Yeah, and it's going to take a total team effort to get the win tonight. I mean, You know, even though we talk about this being a little bit of a short bench from Monrovia, they got a lot of talent out there on the floor. And we heard Coach Barber's comments in the pregame. They're going to have to be connected on the defensive end. They're going to have to share the ball on offense and look to get the wealth spread around. This is a dangerous Bruin team when you can get 4, possibly 5 guys in double figures. And obviously look for the hot hand, but you got to get contributions from other guys. Like you talked about, Parker Anderson's stepped up big here over the last couple of games. So who will it be tonight? We shall see.
Something big I want to point out here, both teams are 2-1 in the Hoosier Legends Conference.
Yeah.
Triton Central is first, but they're only 1-0.
Yeah.
I believe that one wins against the Bruins.
Sure, there's a lot of Hendricks Hoosier Legends conference games to be played here down the stretch, so still a lot to be determined in terms of what the conference standings are going to look like.
Yeah, definitely key. We'll take one more break here, and then we'll have pregame ceremonies. 2 minutes until we get going here.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, will everyone please stand and remove your hats as we honor this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tri-West High School and to the great Bruin Gymnasium for tonight's Hoosier Legends Conference matchup between the visiting Monrovia Bulldogs and your Tri-West Bruins. First, let's meet the visiting starters from Monrovia. Wearing number 1, Hudson McLeod. Wearing number 2, Stoller Hayes. Wearing number 3, Eli Hampton. Wearing number 5, Clay Tharp. And rounding out the starters for the Bulldogs, wearing number 31, Hayden Nahara. The Bulldogs are coached by Brian Barber. And now, all Tri-West fans, get on your feet as we meet your Bruins starting lineup. A 6'1" junior wearing number 4, Ryan Miller. A 6'2" junior wearing number 10, Jackson Harris. A 6'2" sophomore wearing number 12, Eric D. A 5'10" sophomore wearing number 20, Daniel Thomas. And the big man in the middle, a 6'5" junior wearing number 13, Parker Anderson.
All right, so there are your starting lineups for tonight. Again, for Monrovia, it's 1 McDonald, 2 Haynes, 3 Hampton, 5 Tharp, and 31 Najera. And for the Bruins, it will be 4 Miller, 10 Paris, 12 Dean, 13 Anderson, and 20 Thomas. Both teams are out at midcourt now. And we will have the jump here and Connor on the call here in just a moment.
Yep, let's get this one going. Hoosier Legends Conference Battle. Bruins' second to last home game. Let's do it.
Monrovia comes out in a zone to start. We knew we might see a lot of zone from Monrovia tonight.
Thomas. Anderson. Got it. That's how you start and get the 2 to start. That one's out of bounds. Off of Sculler. Haynes. DT with the coverage.
Yeah, good intensity right out of the gate. Coach Strine talked about that pregame. Nice job of getting the ball down on the low block, too, there to start against the zone.
Miller. Paris. Anderson. Thomas. Thought about a 3. Pulls back out of it. Paris, 3. Got it. Give him 3. Jackson Paris gets a good start to his night.
Yeah, he's been playing good ball as of late. He had 30 on Saturday at Martinsville. Good start tonight with the 3. Good inside-out movement.
Dean with the coverage. Up to Haynes. Thought about a 3. Will not. Lays it in.
Oh, nice charge there by DT stepping in to take that one.
That'll be against Hayden
Wipes the basket
Najera.
off. Sorry, good.
That'll be against Hayden Najera there. Huge here for the Bruins. They have a chance to go up 8 if they can get a 3. We'll see what they really decide to do, which could be anything. Of course, if the basket here would be huge.
I like what I see so far from the Bruins in terms of the way that they're working the ball against this zone.
Miller, jump shot. Got it. Ryan Miller now. Good start for the Bruins. We have seen these quick starts as of late here for Tri-West.
Yeah, it's good to see some outside shots going in, but
in and out. That was for Haynes. Paris will bring it back down. Miller up. Misses it. That's the first missed basket of the night for the Bruins.
Nice job of sticking with it, though, to get the offensive rebound.
Paris. Over to DT.
We know the Bruins have seen a lot of zone lately, so I'm sure Coach has been working a little bit more in practice on zone sets. Looks like Monrovia's going back to man here.
Dean Paris. Miller.
Nice look.
Miller 3. Wow.
Yes, sir.
The Bruins are off to a
Coach Barber
fiery
may
hot
get a
start.
timeout. Yep, there it is.
Well, we'll take it. We'll be right back. Okay, we welcome you back here. The Bruins go out to a 10-0 lead to start this. This has been almost shocking.
Yeah, good start, and sorry for the talking over. Connor just mentioned it's kind of loud in here, hard to hear, but yeah, great start for the Bruins. A little man pressure here, slow them down, and another turnover.
Wow.
So the Bruins clicking early on defense, playing really solid, and on offense, I really love how we're working the ball inside out. Of course, it helps when some outside shots drop. We didn't see that against Chittard there for a stretch.
Yeah, the Bruins sort of had a huge lead against Chittard, then sort of blew that lead, and then fought all the way back. Anderson. Over to Miller.
Nice.
Inside to Paris. JP puts it up. Got it.
Yeah.
2 more for Jackson Paris.
Great read there on the backdoor cut. Good, Dead. Keep it over there. Nice. Good hands, good active hands. Talked about that being a key for the Bruins throughout the season, playing intense defense without fouling, right? And that's what we saw right there.
Monrovia needs to get it in. They will. We'll see if they'll score their first points here. No, stolen away by Paris. Thomas.
Be patient.
Strine set in the play. Miller. Jump shot. Fouled. He'll go to the line.
Got to give him room to come down right there. Just too aggressive on the closeout there by Tharp. Nice little curl action there on that screen.
His first team second. Miller on the line for your Bruins. Shoot 2.
Yes, you can't really get a much better start here for the Bruins. Coach Barber trying to get in the head of Ryan here a little bit, saying he's going over the line on his free throws.
He makes both of them.
Ryan said, "That
basically a football score if we really want to look at it.
yeah,
14-0.
That's right."
Parker Gibson and Lane Barner are going to come in here. Paris, good defense.
Yeah, that's
Bruins
white ball.
basketball.
Good active hands there. Good defense. Right now, Monrovia just looks flat. They look shell-shocked.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not trying. They just don't seem to be able to meet the intensity. Someone maybe crossing the line over there in the student section. Ref letting them know. We're not going to listen to that all night.
I believe that was the Chittard game where the referee explained the call to the students.
Yeah.
Paris jump shot misses
No
it.
block
Gibson
out there.
puts it up, misses that one as well. No foul called.
Yeah.
It'll go to Monrovia.
Well, it sure looked like a foul there. Parker Gibson going up for the rebound. Sure looked like he got hit pretty hard there. But, again, good intensity here. Just a little bit of pressure. Try to slow Monrovia down. Move your feet. Turn them. Good. Keep it over there.
Very good defense.
Yeah.
And foul.
Just a little too handsy right there on the drive. You could kind of see, even though he had him in, he had him on him. 2 hands. Get that call right there. You just look, Monrovia is looking for somebody to step up and do something. There's nothing there. The Bruins are doing a great job of shutting down all their options so far.
That one's lost out of bounds. Bruins ball.
Good back door. Just couldn't handle it there. And that is a sub that's come into the game. I don't know if you caught that. Jack Klumper, sophomore, 6'2", from Monrovia, the one that fumbled that one out of bounds.
It bounced off the Bruins.
Wow, that one was a little ticky-tack right there. I didn't see much on that one, but I don't know. Maybe Coach Barber said something. Hey, they're putting hands all over our guards. keep an eye on it. So we're going to have to adjust if they're going to tighten up the whistles here. Short. Good job there. Walling up. Yeah, he got going a little too quick right there. Keep the hands off. Move the feet. Nice. Good active hands there.
Good job there. Jump ball.
Jump ball stays with the Bulldogs. Again, we always talk about on an out-of-bounds underneath play, the most dangerous guy is the guy that takes the ball out, and here he comes in.
Dean will check back in for the Bruins the next dead ball point. Monrovia is still scoreless. A 3. That's air ball.
Wow, not even
Paris
close.
rebound. Gibson. DT in the corner. DT for 3.
Long.
Misses it. Bernard. Foul.
Yeah. No need for it either, really. I mean, with the long rebound, he didn't really need to displace the guy to get that rebound.
Eric Dean will check in
Again,
here.
that's 3 quick ones here in the recent minute or so for the Bruins, so we got to make sure we play smart here moving forward so that we don't end up getting the bonus.
Students are talking tonight.
Yeah, they must be chirping over there about something.
Points for the Bulldogs.
You got to call it both ways now.
Misses it. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to give this up. Monrovia has seemed to settle in just a little bit here. Oh, travel. Wow.
Yeah. Najera went to backward jump stop almost and couldn't stop himself. The thing, you got to call it even both ways here. DT took that drive in, and he had hands on him the entire way through the lane. I was kind of surprised we didn't see a call there. Hopefully this doesn't become an issue moving forward. There we go. Good recognition there by Ryan that he had his guy beat, turn the corner, go up and draw the contact. Pure there by Ryan. Yeah, really great start here by the Bruins all around. Doing a nice job of taking care of the ball, running offense, scoring inside out, getting to the line. Really seeing a good diversity in the offense here early. And then, of course, defensively, holding them to 2 points here so far. You couldn't really ask for much more.
Very good for the Bruins.
Nice
Stolen
read there.
by Gibson. Puts it up. Misses it, but fouled.
Oh, no. He's clutching that knee. I hope he's all right. Yeah, he's going to pop up here. Good aggressive take there by Parker. Turn on the Jets and draw the contact. Oh, in and out. So just under 2 minutes here.
While I have the stoppage here, I would like to point out that there are, once again, some technical difficulties I have put out on our Twitter. The alternate link, watching through that, I just put that up. We'll try to fix it at halftime. For some reason, once again, it's not going through YouTube. So I will go home, reset everything. I think it's a minor glitch with our system. I will look at it. But we are live. This is live. We will try to reset at halftime, and we'll keep you updated on Twitter. Right now, the link, you can share it out. We have the posted link through our direct video streaming platform that you can tune in through there. So please share that around so people can be able to view this game tonight.
Yeah, you got to kind of keep your focus here. We saw this in the JV game. I mean, 13-point lead could quickly dwindle down to single digits if you're not focused and executing still.
We're going to try to control this 13-point lead here. Up, foul. There has been a lot of fouls this game so far here.
Yeah, and I mean, look, Monrovia is struggling so much to get anything going in their offensive flow that really all they're doing is just breaking a guy down on a dribble. So what we're going to have to do to adjust to that is if a guy gets beat off the dribble, somebody's got to step up help side and be set to take a charge. You can't be lunging and reaching. The other thing is you might back off on the ball pressure a little bit and make them have to work the ball around in their offense.
Yep. We have a timeout. We'll take it. We'll be right back. Okay, we welcome you back here to Tri-West High School for the free throws here for the Bulldogs. Bruins have a 13-point lead. If you're just joining us due to the glitch, we will say the Bruins did get off to a 10-0 start. Then they sort of give up a couple points here, but still very strong for the Bruins nonetheless.
Yeah, so like we were saying before we went to the timeout, Monrovia's having such a difficult time getting anything through the normal flow of their offense that really all they're doing is a couple passes and then breaking a guy down off the dribble. And we like to play that tight ball pressure. And so what we're going to have to do is make an adjustment to either back off a touch or if a guy gets beat, you got to have help side over in time to set and take a charge and not get a reaching foul.
Absolutely. Parker Gibson brings it back down the court here. Gets over to Blakely. They'll reset. Thought about a three. I think he faked out Najera. Gibson drives in. Gibson puts it up. Misses it off the top. He falls down. Rebound goes back to Monrovia. Thrown back. That's going to be over. Oh, maybe not.
Boy, that sure looked like it was over.
Yeah.
Good hustle, though, by the Bulldogs to keep it alive. Good deny there by Jackson.
Good job here by the Bruins. Jump shot. Misses it. Bruins take back over. Parker Gibson brings it back down the court. Here for the Bruins. Paris. Blakely. A three. Got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Blakely.
I mean, I don't know if they didn't have him on the scouting report or just didn't think he would shoot it there, but he was wide open.
That does not count. No good. We got a timeout. We'll be right back.